We are good.
Okay, now we have Instagram. So you had to stop it, start. Oh, see, you could smack me for that.
No, it's okay. It was
I
actually
should be fired for that.
there was no Wi-Fi connection.
That's so they didn't turn on the Wi-Fi.
That was the missing part. Everything else was good.
Oh man.
Everything else was good.
Oh, all right. So hello, Facebook's people. So happy to be moving. Both shoulders back. And I think I'll start the music, get ourselves rolling. We're going to be looking a lot at our hips, moving a lot of our hips, isolations with hips and glutes. So we'll be working down there. While I'm getting the music going, go ahead and start your hip circles. And I'll get this happening.
Just making sure everything is good looking.
There we go. All right. Beats Antique is in the house again. We are playing Beats Antique. Nice big hip circles. And then reverse your hip circles. Widen your legs a little bit. Make them just a little bit bigger. Push around.
All right, so far we've got Susan.
Hi, Susan.
And Iwani did a thumbs up and
Okay.
Juliana did a thumbs up.
Okay,
So
good. All right. So let's hope they're here.
I think.
All right, push side to side.
All right, I'm gonna come warm up with you now. Come
All
back.
right. Side to side. Push your hip way out there. Now just pick a side. Hold it out there. Pull your ribs the opposite direction. Arms parallel to the floor. Get a nice elongation. And slide other side. Way out there with the hip. Push, push, push.
Oh man, that's nice.
Come on.
Thank you. I needed this today.
Try to have your arms parallel to the floor. Okay, good. Now hips go back. Tuck your tailbone under. Reach forward. And up. Oh, just up. And back. And lift. And back. Lift. Back. Lift. Back. Getting our torso ready. All right, one more time. Hips back, flat back. Bring it up. Just forward and back. And forward and back. And forward and back. And forward and back. All right, good. Circle your ribs. Round you go. Circle on top of your hips. You can take a bit of your torso with you. And other way. Round we go. Arms in second. Now shoulders back, 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 back. Back. Float your arms. Float your hands. Forward. Back. Forward. All right, big circle of the hips again. Feeling better, yes?
Yes,
I'm feeling
indeed,
better.
indeed.
Yeah. Just a little bit of movement. It helps. All right, little plie. Press up to the balls of the feet. Little dip of the knees and up and drop back and up. Drop back and up. Keep your knees behind your toes. Couple more. Back and press and back and press. All right, we're going to look at our legs to power our hips. That will be fun. We find a different song.
I'm gonna check on the comments.
Yes.
We have Liz Thompson, Barbara, Millie.
Yay.
Are all here and said hi.
Oh, good. Hi, gang. Nice to see you all here. Let's get ready in our thighs. All right. Thighs power the hips, and also your glute muscles power your hips. So So we're going to look at isolating our hips up and down using our legs and our butt muscle. Okay, so little demi-plie. Push your knee forward as you're going to alternate your knees, front, back, front, back. You don't want to twist. You just want to push your knee forward, 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 forward. And what your body does naturally, when you push one knee forward, the other knee goes back all by itself, and the hip goes up. Front, 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 front. So push it in and down, forward and down. Now, pause there. Look at the hip that's up. Think about this hip that's up. Can you find that nice big gluteus muscle and squeeze it a little bit, and that helps it pop up. Other side, push the knee forward, take the hip that's up, give it a little squeeze, push and squeeze, push and squeeze. Great song. So we're going to start here. All right, a little quicker. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Push and squeeze. Hip goes up. If you have a mirror, make sure that you're not going like so. It's a different move, right? It's not side to side. And you can see my knees are not going this forward as much, they're going to the side. Push your knees straight ahead. So the opposite hip is pushed up. And there's a tilt. All right, now take a pause. Stomach has to be engaged, right? I'm just in a yoga training class, and we call this Uddiyana Bandha. It's my new favorite word.
That's such a good word. I love it.
Uddiyana Bandha.
I love it. I don't think I can say it, but that's a great word.
So I can't spell it, but I can say it. Uddiyana Bandha means pelvic lock.
Ooh.
And as I was learning about it, I'm going, hey, this is belly dancing. But you know, having a strong pelvis and lifting your core in, up, and taking the spine lengthening, that's a base for all postures of all kinds of people.
Yeah.
It's good for everybody. And that's why belly dance is so freaking healthy and good for you. We're going to Uddiyana Bandha right now.
I love it.
Lower abs. So imagine you're going into your spine, now up. So it's a scoop, in, up. That makes your tailbone go down. You don't need to do it as hard as possible because then you can't breathe. But we do want to.
Breathing is important.
Breathing is good. We just call it engaging the core, engaging the belly. So just pull in. You can see I'm letting it go, pulling it in. Just engage to where you're still comfortable. Tailbone points down. Now, back to what we were doing. Push your driving knee forward. Squeeze the opposite glute. This pelvic lock will keep you, if you're in there, it'll keep your hips from going side to side. When you're locked, you're held. And so you're here and you can't go side to side because your stomach is holding you in the center. All right?
Yeah.
So between the hips, the knees, the stomach, you're golden. All right, so Uddiyana Bandha. Knees forward, press, and squeeze, and now pull, stomach up and in. And just hold it there. Find your comfortable place. When you're first learning, you always do too much, right? Because you don't know, I don't know where it is, right? So find your comfortable place. All right, a little quicker. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Start rolling your hands and wrists. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. 2 and 1 and 2. Reverse your wrist. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So this is technically a layer.
Yes,
It just
it
means
is.
layering something over something else. That's all it is. So we have lots more in store. This is just warming up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hold the stomach in. All right, release, stand up. If you need to breathe, that means you were tucking a little too hard.
I wasn't. Just a little bit.
Just like, oh, you should be able to breathe and be comfortable because we have to be able to move our chest, we have to be able to move our shoulders and our arms and our hips. Yes, all those things.
All those things.
All those things. And if you're too tight, then you can't move anything. All right, so we're going to segue now into the up shimmy, right? Bent knee, upward shimmy, and layer some things over it. So it is a hip isolation, it's just a fast one. So bend your knees, push one knee forward. Oh, sorry, Uddiyana Bandha. Pull your stomach in, up, chest lifted, shoulders down, arms in second. Push your knee forward, squeeze the opposite glute. Yes. All right. A little quicker. I'm not going to give you a specific count because everybody's in a different place. Right? Fast to one person may not be fast to another person. So just find your comfortable place. Keep your posture and quicker. Push the knees forward. So you see the tilt of the hip? Yes, it is. Good. And make sure. So you see the hip? Yep.
You have to check it out in something bigger than like
I know.
3 inches.
I'm this big in front of me. I haven't seen myself. I'm this big. I think I'm doing it right. All right, so here we go. Belly in. Stomach in now. Bend the knees. So on this shimmy, it's a bent knee shimmy. You never straighten your legs on this one. Right? It's more done in Turkey, in Greece, as opposed to the Egyptian shimmy that we do a lot with our legs straight. So bent knee shimmy. All right, see if you can pick it up a little more. Now your glutes start to flop around, which is really fun. They're dancing back there. Shake, shake, shake. All right, find a comfortable tempo. I'm gonna slow mine down a little. I like the look of this one. Medium to slow. Yeah. I think it looks super cool. Because I don't want to just see a blur. I want to see that my hips are doing this thing, right? So I don't go super fast on this one. All right, layering some arms. Bring it down, cross, open side, lead with the elbows. Up to fifth above your head, drop your shoulders, cross. Bring it down, open second. Bring it down, low first. Good. Nice. Bring it up, cross, open second. Bring it up into fifth, cross, down in front of your face, open second, and down. How's that? Feeling it? Everybody feeling good? Here we go. And, wait, what did we do? Oh yeah, up here, okay. Well, I
think it was a cross.
Yeah, I may not do the same thing twice, but okay.
We'll just follow you.
All right, cross up, chest open. That's right, doing here, up to fifth, drop your shoulders, cross again, open second, down to first, good, cross, open second, up to fifth, cross, open second, float down, last one, up, cross, open, and up, shoulders down, cross, open, float it down. All right, are we feeling good? Hopefully, arms in second, roll shoulders back. Keep a nice tempo that's manageable for you. It's got to be somewhat comfortable. Now roll shoulders forward. This is a little more awkward. That's okay. We can handle it. Every now and then my shimmy goes whoop.
Right?
It skips a beat. Whoop.
You right? Goes up
Yep.
with your arm. And that's what happens.
And back. All right, release your shimmy. Oh, it felt nice. You kind of get in the groove,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Very nice.
When you add layers, the cool thing is when you're learning a move, depending on where you are, you're going, okay, can I even do this? I don't know, maybe, right? And say, oh, now do your wrists and do your arms. All of a sudden, this one becomes, oh, okay, because now I have to think about these arms and hands and shoulders that we're adding, so the main move becomes more automatic. And that's our goal, is to make the shimmy or the hip isolation more automatic so we can add things to it without so much stress in our brain. When you're first learning, you're struggling to divide, okay, I've got to think about this, but now I've got to think about this or this, right? Whatever arm pattern we're doing, okay? So you're dividing half and half, right? Once you get comfortable with the shimmy, you're going to put maybe 25 to 30% of your attention on the shimmy just to keep it going. The rest is going to be on the fun layers that you add on top of it, right? As you get better and better and better. So what's the trick? Just stand there and shimmy. Stand there and shimmy. Try pouring some water. Try brushing your teeth. Try brushing your hair. Right? Things that aren't dangerous. No knives. No
brushing teeth.
Yeah, nothing around flames. No cooking. No chopping of vegetables. But things that are harmless. Just get down there and get it going. All right, so I'm going to brush my teeth. And I'm going to brush my hair. Or I'm going to file my nails. Or, you know, just something. And you start to realize what it takes. And it's a great way to practice. You don't have to set aside. I'm going to practice my dancing now. Just integrate it into your life, right? So very often if I'm standing around, well, not anymore, but I used to be standing around in a store, right? Not lately. You'd see me very often just shimmying. I just stand there and shimmy. And then I realized people think that I have to go to the bathroom. But apparently I don't care enough. So I still do it because I'm waiting and just hanging out or pushing a cart or I'll just shimmy. It just starts happening. So it just keeps you fresh, right?
Yeah.
It keeps you in practice.
I do it when like if I'm on Zoom calls or something and I'm not visible, or like it's a conference or a class or whatever, and because I stand when I can, so I stand and I shimmy while they're talking.
That's such a great idea. Yeah, if you guys are zooming right now, do your shimmies while you're zooming. All right, let's look at up down. Now we're going to do our up down isolations as singles. So we're going to let the shimmy go to the side, and we're just going to isolate the hip one at a time. So rather than shimmy, 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 it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's like a very slow shimmy, right? You're going to squeeze that glute, stomach tucked in. So remember, in, up, arms in second. So visualize your hip joint going straight up to your shoulder, straight up. So as you straighten that leg and bend the other and tighten that glute, your hip goes straight up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now on these isolated, slower movements, you have to pull your tummy in a little bit more because if you shift your weight, you'll be doing something completely different, right? This is pretty, it's just not an isolation, not what we're doing, right? You think you're trying to add stuff to it, it's not gonna work. You need to be in place still with your hip tilting. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we add wrist and hand. Reverse. Keep it nice and smooth. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Shoulder rolls back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Try to get some kind of a tempo so your shoulder isn't just random. So I'm doing my shoulder. Every time my right hip goes, I'm lifting a shoulder. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Roll shoulders forward. Try to keep your hands a little more still. We tend to do the swimmer stroke, right?
Forward.
Yeah, forward is tricky.
Trickier than back.
All right, now the fun part. Up with the ribs. Down with the ribs. Up. Down. So if you were in the last class and you did the diaphragmatic rib lifts, you can do those. If that's not your game right now, then just use your shoulder blades in the back, pull them together and down, and that lifts your ribs. Press up. 1, 2, 4. 4, up. Wrist, hand, down. Up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. 2, 3, 4, up. 2, 3, 4, down. So we have 3 things going. Hips, ribs, wrists.
And you're
Now I gotta
talking, you have 4 things.
I gotta count. 1, 1, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, and shake it out. Wasn't that fun?
That was lovely.
It is fun. It is fun.
That was a
All right,
good
let's
song
see.
for that,
I
too.
know it was. Okay, so we did shoulder rolls, we did ribs up and down, and we did arm and wrist circles too, so that's pretty cool. So, let's see. All right, speed up your hips. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. If you can hear this tempo, I'm gonna turn it up just a bit.
All right. Oh, and I forgot to say earlier that Sarah will say yes.
Oh, Sarah's here. Yay, hi Sarah. All right, so here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and tummy in. Drive the hips straight up. So instead of up, down, up, down. We're gonna go up, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. You can go staggered up or just 2 of them up. Doesn't matter. I do it different every time. Sometimes I step up, higher, lower, or I just go.
All right. As long as it's 2 up, is
Yeah,
what we're going
2 up of any
of
kind.
some form. Okay.
Any kind. 5, 6, 7, 8, and up, down, down, up, down, down. Lift, lift, drop, drop. Lift, lift, drop, drop. Up and up, down and down. Lift, drop. Whoops. Lift, drop. So it's really crazy what goes through your head. If I'm thinking
a little hot
the
from now on.
wrong thing or concentrating on something or saying it a different way, I'm just, whoa, it just falls apart. So I'm trying to think of what I want to talk to you next about. Not a good idea. No. I need to be right here, right now.
In the moment.
In the moment. All right, so wherever your downbeat was, left or right, see if you can do it again. Put it on the other side.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and here we go. Lift, lift, drop, drop. Lift, lift, drop, drop. Lift, lift, drop, drop. Lift, lift, drop, drop. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. Up, up. One more. Much better. I concentrated that time.
Woo!
I couldn't think. You can't stray.
No,
You
no.
gotta, yeah. But that was cool, right?
That was super cool.
Yeah. I hope you guys did okay on that one.
I had to really concentrate on the downs.
Yeah.
The ups were not
The
as...
ups I had, but the downs were sometimes going like this.
Mine was
They were
like,
just-
mine
they
would
were
like
turning.
throw off my, like, I had a little like roll happening
Yeah.
on the bottom. And
Ah! It was tricky.
I had to keep it separate.
So now we're going to go same tempo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and up, side, up, down, side, side, up, down, side, side, up, down, side, side. Up, down, side, side, up, down, side, side, up, down, side, 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 up, down, side, side, up, down, side, side. So let's take it a little slower. Whew. Because as you're seeing side,
Yeah.
try this side. Oh, come on, concentrate. Trying to do the downbeat on the side that I don't like. I might have to put it back to the side that I do like. There it is. All right, so the rib cage side to side has to be super small because if you lean over here, your weight's weird. And then you can't do the hips. So, rib cage, just little, like so. Really tiny. Intercostal muscle, diaphragm, upper back, rhomboids, all that stuff, but very little. All right? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and side, 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 side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still trying to do my other downbeat. It's a struggle. And I will get it. All right. And up, down. Up, down. Side, side. Up, down. Side. Now the up, down seems easy, right? You're like, what was the problem with the up, down? It's fine. Uh-oh. I went up and over.
Yeah.
I did diagonal.
I do a little bit of the same.
Yeah. So, we're all going through this together. Here we go. Up, down, side, side, up, down, side, side, up, down, side, side. Woohoo! Whoops, up. Skip one. Up, down, side, side, up, down, side, side, up, down, side, side, up, down. Last one. Woo. Woo. I don't really know what my hips were doing then. I think they were changing. I think they were one left and some right. Because if I thought about them, then my ribs were wonky. So, yeah.
I was doing okay, but I wondered if I would be better at side, side, up, down, if that would actually
Oh, you could totally do it that
switch
way.
it that way, and if that would be easier.
Side, up, down. Yeah.
But then I think we don't get too messed up.
Yeah.
I think it's when I have to do this that it's a problem. Whatever that might be, wherever this like opposition is.
All right. So let's put them together. Diamond.
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 All right, we'll do it.
So we got side. So if you draw the dots on the wall, side, side, up, down, connect them, you get a diamond.
All right.
All right. So you can go left or right. It doesn't matter. But we are going to start up. So we're going to go up, side, down, other side. So make a diamond. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now try the other way. Just to pick the way you want to go. Up, side, down, side. All right, you got your favorite?
Yes, left side.
Let's try.
I don't know if it'll go with the hips though. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So remember, small movements. Don't make it big. Small. Get your hips going. Belly tuck in. Tailbone under. Lift up. Woo! 5, 6, 7, 8. Front, side, down, side, up, side, down, side, up, side, down, side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Try switching. What am I saying? 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm turning into a shimmy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Ah! Woo! Ah. So I was going and then It's all right. We'll all get through it together. But we're making progress, right? We're making progress. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. What else did I have on our list? Up, down, side, side, up, down, down. Oh, we have to walk. We gotta walk.
But of course.
Yeah.
Or just keep still at the same
We
place.
gotta walk. Because when do you ever dance in one spot?
Right?
Only on Facebook and Instagram when we're practicing because we're all in our living rooms, right? Or our closets or our bedrooms. first step. Hips will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You will step on the 1. When you step, so this is my left. When I'm stepping left, 2, 3, 4, everything is great. But when I'm stepping right, my hip still has to go left, 2, 3, 4. So half the time you're going to be happy, and then half the time you're going to be frustrated.
It's going to feel possibly a little bit uncoordinated.
Yeah. So, if you have a mirror, this is what you guard against, because your body equalizes itself without telling you. It just goes what it thinks it's supposed to do, and you don't always have a say.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So, it's going to go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. In other words, it's going to switch the hip with each step, not what we're doing. Right?
Yeah.
That, can we do this? Of course we can. But we're showing a hip isolation over walking. The isolation has to stay the same.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now step on that. Whatever your hip is going, left or right, downbeat. Step with that first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay there. Now, on the downbeat, you have to step with your other foot. Ready? 5, 6. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Did you get it? And 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm giving us a rest. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 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 Aha!
Nice.
Okay. I said we're starting with 4. We actually start with 8. Now we're gonna do 4.
Now we're going to do 4. All right, let's do it.
All right, 4, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step 2, 3, 4. Step 2, 3, 4. Step 2, 3, 4. Step 3, 4. Step 2, 3, 4. Step 2, 3, 4. Step. I'm out of room. Gotta go back. Step 2, 3, 4. Step 2, 3. Stomach in. Stomach in. Nice little hip tilt. Forward. 1, 2. And step 2, 3, 4. Step 2, 3, 4. Step. And step. Back it up. Step. Step. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it up. Woo! Guess what's next? 2.
2.
2. You can do it. The body will try to overrun you, and you'll be, right? Just keep plugging away, keep training your body. So,
And then maybe also speak about like how you transfer your weight on your feet, because that helps to
you must take
counter.
a full step. So, what I see a lot is 1, 2, 3, 4. If you look, I'm not taking a step, I'm just testing the water, right? If you're gonna take a step, step all the way, all the way, all the way. So when you take a step on that 1, fully commit to the step that you're into, right? Very often it's people here, and then here, and here, right? Where they're not taking a step. So, step in this case, full weight shift. Full weight shift. If it helps, pick up the other leg a little bit, take it out of the equation.
Right? Yeah.
All right, this is a better tempo for 2s. 1, 2. Pick your favorite side for your downbeat. I'm still on my left. 1, 2, 1, 2. So every time the hip goes to the left, every time it's a 1, and we're counting 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You're gonna take a step. So we start left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. But the hip is still on the same downbeat. Back it up. Side and side. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All your weight on the foot as you step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Back it up. Stomach in. Nice. One more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Step, 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 and back, 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 and step. 2, 3, 4. Shake it out. I felt a lot better.
Woo!
That was a better tempo.
Very toasty.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. All right, so just a couple more things. We're doing good on our timing. If you've got questions or issues, make sure you put them in there in the message, or if you're on Facebook, put them in the comments. Now's the time for questions. But we're doing a lot of really great hip isolations with some layers. It's always fun.
Yeah, it is.
So we're gonna just isolate our hips in a little bit different way. So, Amis, tiny, tiny interior hip circles. Pelvic tuck is the beginning of your Ami, if you're starting to the front. Pelvic tuck, so your pelvis comes up, you're gonna tuck extra hard. Pelvis comes up, release your glutes. You don't wanna tuck and thrust, right? Not what we're up to right now, just tuck. So the tailbone goes down, the pelvis comes up, tuck. Right there. You see yourself doing this, now you're using your legs, right? We'll put that aside, up, up, up. Now up and hold. Take it around to the side, around to the back, and come back up and hold. Around, up, and hold. Around, up, and hold. Tiny, tiny, little interior hip circle. Because it's done on the inside of your body. We warmed up with an exterior hip circle, done with our legs and our hips. This is done with our internal muscles. Little tiny muscles inside. Mostly your diagonal obliques. I believe these are the exterior ones, the lower ones. Around, 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 around. Arms down, slight second. Shoulder roll. Shoulder.
Wait, that is not happening for me. Maybe I should go on the good side and then I'll...
I started and my hip went, it just completely blew the Ami aside.
There we go. Because I was on my strongest side.
So you can choose. Ami going. Circle 1. Whoops. You see that? Circle. Boom.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah.
So
it's 9
I think
seconds.
it's because you're like attaching, for me it was attaching my shoulder
Yeah.
to my...
No, it has to be separate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, keep rolling. That's just an idea. You don't have to do it separate. You can just do your Ami. It's good to switch. Woo, woo, woo. Can we do a figure 8? I'm switching to a figure 8. There you go. That's it. Try switching directions. So my Ami was going way too fast. I was woo, woo, woo. Because then you start coordinating and doing something completely different. So slow down your Ami. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That's the tempo of your Ami. 2 beats. 3, 4. Now your shoulder rolls are those beats. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that what you're doing? Alright, what are you doing?
No, I wasn't doing it faster. I was doing it every time I came to the front. Yeah. So that was easier to attach it to the front.
Okay.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Alright, so you can do that as well. 1, 1. one, one, one. So every time you do one whole circle, one shoulder roll. And then I was doing 2 shoulder circles per one humming.
All right.
Right?
So you go round.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So I'm attaching it front, back, back. That's where my shoulder circles
There
are.
we go. Okay.
Front, back, front. So when my circle comes front, I do one shoulder. When my circle goes to the back, I do the other shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But now let's try 1, 2, 3, 4. So circle, whoops. Circle, I'm adding too many. Yeah. And I'm also changing directions.
Directions a little bit. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's cool. though. We can do. You can do so. You can do so many
I could have
things.
said that that's how it's supposed to be, right?
Right.
But, so you've got circles here, circles here. These circles are vertical. These circles are more horizontal. No wonder we're all messed up.
Yeah, I think that's really what it is you're trying to keep this plane separate from this one.
This is tricky, but it's a work
Ooh,
in
it's
progress.
super cool
It's
though.
a work in progress. All right, the last one thing I want to show you, my vertical figure 8s on the down. Vertical figure 8s on the down. There. So, up, over, up, over. There's different ways to do the Maya. We've done it this way. We've done it this way. We've done it this way. All these different ways. This, I just want your heels down, your hips in a vertical plane. Lots of bend in your knees. Straighten your leg, pick your hip up, push it out, down and under. Up, over, down and under. Up, over, down and under. All right, this music is not going to work. I'm going to go back one. Not so much.
While you do it, I'm gonna do a quick check because I think we might have some Instagram hellos.
Okay. Let's see. Where are we? There we are. Was it the one before? The song before that we liked? Maybe. All right, so here we go. Shoulder rolls. So as you come up on one side, you're going to, as your hip goes down and over on one side, you're going to lift your shoulder and roll it on the other side. So as my hip is going up and over onto my left side, I'm going to roll my right shoulder back. Your body works in opposition really, really well. Right? Really well.
It's
So
almost like you can kind of just let it go and it might actually get that.
So left, right, shoulder right, left, left. And we're just going to roll back, so keep it not so complicated. Over and down. Now slow it down. 1, 2. Roll, roll. So vertical plane with the shoulders, vertical plane with the hips, but we're facing one way with the shoulders and the other way with the hips. So the hips are facing across, the shoulders are, the vertical plane is forward and back. Wow, right? So this is the frontal plane, this is called the sagittal plane, which is forward and back. So 2 planes intersecting, but they're both vertical. So I think it maybe makes a little more sense to the body.
Yeah, maybe.
1, 2, 3, 4. Roll 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll, roll. Opposite arm to hip, or opposite shoulder to hip. Push down. You see, our body likes to go like that, right? It loves that. It's easy. Whoop, whoop, right? Easy for us. So take advantage of that. Up, over, up. Bend your knees a lot. Stomach tuck. Up. Here we go. Opposite shoulder. Those muscles right now are just really working hard to get your hips to tilt and move and do all these crazy things that we're asking you to do. Oh, yeah. I need a good stretch. Okay, that is my lift. That was fun.
That was super fun.
Yeah, it was a combination of fun, frustration, and some minor bits of accomplishment.
A little bit of chosen challenge to yourself.
Exactly. So there should be multi-level things in there for you to choose from and enjoy. So thank you so much for coming. Really, really appreciate you being here on both medias, Instagram and Facebook. So we'll be back on Saturday at 6. Right?
Yeah.
Like, wait, am I in the wrong day?
No, we have to always think about it.
That's right, yeah, what day am I on? All right, Saturday at 6, we'll be back. Questions, comments, issues, just type them in, write them in. I'll be happy to answer any questions. If you also want to send me, like you're practicing and you want to send me a little short video clip of what you're doing, I can critique it and kind of, okay, you're on the right track, or you need to udi arabanda, or you need to, right? I'm happy to do that. I do that all the time. I love to do that, actually. So, since we can't see each other, I can still give feedback. All right, so I'm going to sign off now. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel. That's where all these are going to live. They also live on IGTV. So there's, I think, 10 or 12 up there now, and there'll be more. There's almost 100 on Facebook, or on YouTube. But we got started later on Instagram, so pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
Anything
There was
you need to say?
I was going to say your beginner class.
Next week.
It's next week.
Yeah. I just put it on Facebook. I just put the whole event there, so if you look on my Facebook, you'll see it, and you can sign up through Eventbrite. It's a 3-week series of beginning belly dance.
Yay!
Yeah.
And then comment, share, like, everything.
Yeah.